Hey there, Chapel Hill Port Orchard. This is Daniel coming back to you on It Matters Monday, Election Monday. Aren't you excited? One of the biggest issues I've seen this year during election season is on the debates online that everyone's having with each other. There's one insult that everyone pulls out when they are ready to dismiss the other person's argument. It's calling them a Karen. And so today we're going to explore if you are in fact a Karen, or are you actually a caring person? Are you a Karen or are you caring? That's what we're going to look at on It Matters Monday. Join me. It's going to be funny and fun and awesome. So make sure you stick around and find out, are you a Karen or are you actually caring? So before I begin talking about Karens versus caring people, can I tell you some of my most favorite caring people in the world happen to be named Karen. And one of my favorite coworkers' name's Karen. My mother-in-law is named Karen. So I have a lot of love for Karens out there. And I'm sorry this has become an insult. But, you know, that's what we're talking about today. And that's the world we live in. So are you a Karen or are you caring? Well, first difference, Karens are self-oriented, where caring people are others-oriented. What does that mean? Well, if you're a Karen, you're arguing for things that only matter to you or your immediate loved ones. You are arguing points that sometimes don't really matter to anyone else, but they matter only to you, and you're looking to change things to be better for you. Where caring people look towards others and what helps others and what benefits others. And they really worry about their feelings, emotions, attitudes, and the things going on in the world that have to do with other people. So if you're Karen, you're self-oriented. If you're caring, you are others-oriented. Next thing, Karens want other people to change. Caring people are willing to change. Karens want other people to change. Caring people are willing to change. And so a Karen, when they're arguing about a point, they want others to change to that point. They want people to believe what they believe, to see things how they see it. They want people to bend and make their lives easier and better, and they want other people to change their attitudes or actions. Caring people step in to hurt, and they see what is going on. And sometimes, yeah, sure, that person needs to change, or that attitude or behavior needs to change. But a lot of times, they're stepping in and they're listening and they're wanting to know how they can change in order to make the situation better, how they can impact change, how they can do things that will change the situation themselves, rather than asking other people to change their attitudes and behaviors. They're willing to change their behaviors and attitudes to improve the situation. Next, Karens are word-oriented people, and caring people are action-oriented people. Karens will talk all day about the things they say they care about. They'll talk about the environment or abortion. They will talk about immigration and why they think immigrants should all be allowed in, or why they think immigrants should not be allowed in. They'll talk about race and why they believe that we are systematically racist, or why we're not systematically racist. They will talk about foreign policy. They will talk about homeless situations. And you know what they will do? Talk. And that'll be the extent of it. They'll talk and they will shame other people. They will shame society. They'll shame all this stuff. But when it comes down to it, they are all about talking and complaining and letting their frustrations be heard. But caring people are action-oriented people. They are people that don't only want to talk about change, they want to see change, and they get involved in the areas that actually bother them, that hurt their heart. For example, I have had a heart for refugees, and so what did I do? I started volunteering with a refugee organization monthly that was outside my job description. And by the way, that's a point. If your job is caring about people, it doesn't mean you're not a Karen. But I would volunteer with refugees, and I got to build relationships. I went into inner cities when I had a heart for inner city people, and I wanted to make sure I saw what was going on in the inner cities. I moved my family to China in large part to learn what it was to be a minority. And I learned a lot about being a minority in another country. And sometimes it was great and sometimes it was rough. But I am not perfect on this. And I also know that you can't do something about everything that's on your heart. If you care about this long list of things, you can't actually fully invest yourself in all those things. But you should be investing yourself on the things that are most important on your heart. You should be. If you are an abortion advocate fighting against abortions, then you should be a foster parent. You should be someone who's helping teen mothers, like in a group called Young Lives. If you are fighting homelessness, you should be down working at Coffee Oasis and volunteering with our homeless teen population, our homeless young adult population. If you say that you really care about the environment, are you cleaning up your neighborhoods? Are you doing that? And like some people I see in my town that walk up and down the street and just pick up trash weekly on that street. Are you doing those things? Are you doing those things? And not just your job. It is one thing. It's great when you devote your job to a cause, but I'm talking about the extra step of doing something more than you're getting paid for. Are you doing those things? Karens will talk about everything. Caring people will actually do something. So today, I hope you learned a little bit about being a Karen or a caring person. I love you guys. I hope that you really start devoting yourself to not being a Karen anymore if you find that you're a Karen. And I hope you start devoting yourself to being a caring person, because, you know, that's what God has called us all to do, to love others. That's his number 2 commandment, you know, love God, love others. And so I hope you're loving others well. If it matters to you, it matters to God. Don't be a Karen, be a caring person. Share, like, subscribe, make sure people know, post it out there, write your questions. And you know what else I'd love you to write at the bottom of this on comments? I would love to hear ways that you are being a caring person right now. What are things you're doing to be caring? Let me hear it. Talk to you next week.